ultimate guide to anything Filipino in Las Vegas. This is the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide radio show on PHLV Radio.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to another episode of the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide here at PHLV Radio. I think I can say this now because we've officially hit the triple digits in Las Vegas, so happy summer to all my Las Vegas people. For those people on the East Coast, I know it's still nice and cool out there, so you are so lucky. But I hope you are all staying cool, enjoying the AC, enjoying the pool, enjoying vacations. And on top of that, it is also early voting. So my guest today is a candidate for early voting for Municipal Court Department 5. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Shannon Nordstrom.
Hi there.
How
Thanks
are you,
for having
Shannon?
me today. I'm great.
Thank you for coming on. I know it's so hot outside, so getting in our car is like, oh.
I call this melting weather.
Yes, it's a melt, and it's not even, it is June 1st. It is June 1st. It's past June 1st. So, anyways, thank you again for coming on. Do you want to give our guests a little bit of an introduction to who you are and what it is that you do here for our Las Vegas community?
Sure, I'd be happy to, and thanks for having me on today. So I am Shannon Nordstrom. My husband and I moved to Las Vegas in the summer of 2007.
Oh, wow.
We've lived here since then. We'll be celebrating our 19th anniversary right after primary day, so that's exciting. We have two boys. They are 10 and 12. Goodness, since we moved here, I've been involved in a lot of activities with our community, a lot of volunteer work. Right now, my primary volunteer hours go with Scouts BSA.
Oh, nice.
Both of our boys are in Scouts, Cub Scouts, and troop level Scouts, and so that keeps us very busy.
On top of the stuff you do for the community, too.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are very busy.
Well, I would just want to say shout out to your two boys and your husband because I have met them and they're so sweet.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, they're just great. And, you know, they've just been a really great support system for the campaign that we're, you know, working so hard on right now. Just right there standing behind me the whole way, whether it's making food or,
knocking
you know,
on
coming
doors.
out, canvassing with me. Yes. And then
my goodness.
My husband's a service dog. She's been right along there with us as well.
You guys too. And I see on Facebook too you have a team of people helping you aside from your family members as well.
I have amazing friends and community partners that have just really come and put their arms around me and you know, are really helping to support the campaign. And truly, I couldn't do it without my family support and without all my amazing friends and community partners. So I'm just so grateful for them.
Well, one of the reasons why I brought you on my show is because I just want to say Shannon has been so supportive of the Filipino community, but in a way that's been so genuine and sincere. And the Filipino community is just so grateful to have you be a part of it. We feel like we've made you an honorary Filipino member. So this is one reason why I wanted to bring you on here, just so you can share your story and, you know, connect with more people, whether they are in Vegas or not.
Sure.
But yeah, thank you.
So
again.
I appreciate that. And, you know, I just have to say, the Filipino community has been so welcoming and it just warms my heart. I just love it.
Yay.
And I guess we first got connected because
how was
Dr. Christine Cow.
Yes.
With Brilliant Child Christian Academy.
Yes.
Right? So we have known her and her family since my oldest son was 4 months old.
Oh my God. And how old is he now?
He's 12.
Oh my God.
And so she used to do daycare for him. And then his brother, when he came along. And her dream was always to open a school.
Yep.
And so she did that. And the boys went to the school for a period of time. And we just became like family. And so when I started on this campaign journey, she actually connected me to Doc Mike.
Oh, and then that's how you...
And yes, and she invited me to the first dinner that you met me at. And the rest is history.
Wow, that's so awesome. Have you noticed that we love to celebrate a lot of things together? We're always party. We're always, you know, eating food, dancing, stuff like that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It has kept my calendar pretty busy.
June, July, August, well, maybe starting at May, June, July, August until October is like
Okay,
insane.
I appreciate the heads up on that.
Yeah, just a heads up, because it's like May to October is like, my mom and I were just talking about this today. We were like, okay, we're booked until October.
Right.
So you'll be on board.
With the campaign and, all the things that come along with it, we are super busy. So I have to get all those things on my calendar in advance.
Yes, yeah. So with early voting, it did start, when was that? June?
It started May 25th.
Oh, okay.
The last day for early voting is June 7th, this Friday.
Oh, shoot.
And then
okay.
Election Day is Tuesday, June 11th.
Okay, so if we don't do early voting, you can still vote on June 11th.
Yes, and you can actually drop your mail ballot either in person for early voting on the day of election, or you can drop it in the mail no later than June 11th.
Okay, as long as it's in there before June 11th. Okay, please, everyone. I know we just started the interview, but remember to vote. Shannon Nordstrom for judge.
Thank you.
And like I mentioned earlier, she's running for Municipal Court Department 5. Are you able to tell our viewers a little bit more about, what exactly Municipal Court is and Department 5?
Sure. So I get this question a lot, actually. Okay. What does Municipal Court do?
Okay.
So the jurisdiction for Municipal Court, meaning the cases that it oversees, are criminal misdemeanors and lesser offenses that are committed within the city limits of Las Vegas, and then a small variety of other civil matters. But that's primarily it. So when you're in the city limits of Las Vegas versus county, that's different.
Okay.
And you have offenses such as petty larceny, trespassing, some DUI cases, some battery domestic violence cases, and there's a whole myriad of misdemeanor cases that if they're committed within the city limits, they come into the court. Then the court has 6 elected departments, and as the cases come in, they are distributed among the 6 departments. So each of those 6 departments hears just a variety of cases that come into the court.
To the court, okay. So there's 6 total. It's not just
6 elected departments.
Okay.
And then there's one department where an appointed judge sits, the hearing commissioner, which is where I previously sat.
Okay.
So I did that. Well, let me back up a little bit. I have been a licensed attorney for over 22 years.
Yes.
And then I previously served as an appointed judge with Municipal Court, Las Vegas Municipal Court, for over 5 years. I started in 2017 as an alternate judge. So like a substitute judge, kind of like a substitute
like a
teacher.
stand-in. Yeah.
Yes. So when the elected judges are out, someone comes in and fulfills their duties for that time period.
Okay.
So I did that for about a year and a half, fairly frequently. In October of 2018, I started full-time as an appointed judge called hearing commissioner there, and I primarily oversaw traffic court for many years.
Oh, that's fun.
It's very interesting, never a dull moment. In 2022, I was appointed by City Council to serve a 5-month interim appointment as the sitting judge for Department 6. While we waited for the election to determine who the next elected judge would be. Because the prior elected judge retired before the end of his term.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I've actually performed all the duties of an elected judge. And now I am seeking an elected spot.
Okay, so that's why we can kind of say former judge.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
And then while I was with the court, in addition to my regular duties, I started 2 much-needed programs called Fresh Start Traffic and Fresh Start Specialty Court, which were designed for individuals who are experiencing homelessness and had cases with our court. And those programs help connect them to the resources they needed, and depending on which program they were in, developed a case plan specifically for each individual person to address whatever it was they needed to help them become productive members of our community again. Whether it was medical care, vital documents, substance use treatment, mental health treatment, basic skills, budgeting, you name it. Once they had worked their case plan, achieved stable housing and stable income, they were then eligible for graduation.
Oh my God.
When they graduated, their open misdemeanor cases were dismissed. And they were now productive members of our community again.
Wow, that is so awesome. And what year did you start that?
So the traffic program started in early 2019, so just a few months after I had started full-time with the court.
Okay.
And then our pilot program for the misdemeanor court, which became the misdemeanor program, which became our 7th specialty court.
Okay.
That pilot program started in September of 2020.
Oh, wow. Wow, congratulations, Judge. That is absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh. So is it, because I know like we have a lot of veterans too that are homeless. Are they eligible to apply to, is it anybody?
So veterans are a little bit different because the court actually has Veterans Treatment Court, which is a specialty court specifically for veterans.
Okay, so this is kind of a little bit more general.
It was like designed really for people who were experiencing homelessness that didn't really fit into any of our other specialty courts because the court had 6 at that time. Okay. And then the Fresh Start Specialty Court became the 7th once it was, up and running and doing so well.
Wow, that's awesome. I would love to volunteer with if you take any volunteers, please let me know.
You know what's really great is I have right now with the campaign, I have a graduate from Fresh Start Traffic and a graduate from the specialty court. Both have been out canvassing with me.
Oh my God.
Both have just come out really to help me with early voting and whatever it is I need with the campaign. I think you saw the most recent video.
Yes, I did.
They were both in there.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, they're both graduates,
incredible.
one from each of the programs.
Wow. So if anyone, any of our viewers know somebody or if they can refer people to you, is that possible for that program? Or you kind of look for...
So they're only available for people who have cases with the court.
Okay, right.
So if they have existing cases with the court, they may be eligible for any of the court's specialty court programs.
Okay, that's good to know.
If they are experiencing homelessness and they don't have a case with the court, which is really a good thing.
Yeah.
Our community has so many available resources that they can go to get themselves the help that they need or the assistance that they need, even just to navigate the resources that are out there because it can be pretty complex.
Right. Wow. Okay, that's good to know. I'm glad I asked these questions. I hope you don't get tired of hearing these questions. And then you said that you've been an attorney for 22 years, right? What is the one thing that you love about being an attorney?
Helping people.
And
that's what I love about being a judge also.
Yeah.
While I follow the law and I'm fair and I am respectful, one of the reasons I love municipal court is because it's a really great opportunity to help identify people when they come in to see if we can't help get them back on a better track rather than continuing down the road of criminality. Not everyone who comes into municipal court is a criminal. Some are, and they need to be treated accordingly. But sometimes good people make bad decisions or get caught up in bad circumstances. And if we can help those people get back on a better path, yes, rather than continuing down the path they're on, it helps them, but it helps our community as well.
Right, because we don't want to leave them high and dry, right? We don't want to just be like, okay, you're on your own after something, right?
Well, there's a bigger picture here.
Okay.
Right?
Explain,
and depending, sometimes people just need help getting out of the situation they're in. And if we can provide that assistance, connect them to the resources they need. Sometimes incentivize that, right, through the sentencing process. Then it helps them at the end of the day, but it helps our community.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. And I love helping people also. It's my heart work.
Yeah.
So, being a judge with municipal court really just it feeds my soul, I guess.
And it just goes hand in hand with everything that you have a passion for, right? Yep. Thank you so much, Shannon. Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome.
And then I know that you don't want to talk about this, right? Because you said you don't like when we ask you about what made you want to become an attorney, or have you always wanted to be on this path to be an attorney?
To be an attorney?
Yeah.
So I kind of waffled in my early years.
Okay.
Right? Part of me wanted to be an attorney, but I think my second calling is being a teacher.
Oh!
And so
I can see
I started junior college doing early childhood education
okay.
to be an elementary school teacher.
Okay.
And at the time, I was working with disabled adults. That was one of my many jobs while I was working through junior college.
I feel like you wear so many hats.
And I saw just a lot of things that just didn't sit right with me as far as how they were treated and the services that didn't exist that I thought should. And so that kind of triggered me to say, hey, maybe I want to go to law school and see if maybe I can fix some of these things.
Make some changes,
So I switched gears, started just kind of changed my path to go in Sacramento. It was called government. I went to Sac State to finish up my degree. And from there, then I went to McGeorge, went to law school, and, graduated, passed the bar, all of those things, and became an attorney. But the thing is, generally, when you think you want to work in a particular field, that's not generally where you end up. So same was true for me. I ended up just doing a variety of areas of civil law.
Yeah.
Until I eventually started with the court.
And stuck with it until then.
Right. And then same, it wasn't necessarily a life goal of mine to be a judge.
Right.
But, I applied to be an alternate judge, and that went great. And, they wanted me to apply for the full-time appointed position, and I did, and I just really loved it and loved that I could really, do my job and hold people accountable.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also help people at the same time.
Absolutely.
And
and it's just where you were meant to be.
I just loved it.
Yeah. Wow. I asked because the same thing happened with me. I was supposed to be on the route for healthcare, right? And then I quit my job 2 years ago, and I'm here helping our family business. So I always like to ask people, because I've learned over the years that people haven't always started with their original career, and they've found something along the way that they end up loving more.
Because it's not our plan, it's His plan.
It's God's plan, yes, absolutely.
It's not our plan, it's His plan. And
we just leave it up to Him, right?
We just need to be open and available, and I believe He uses me.
Yeah.
He uses me. I am the vessel that He uses to help people.
And He just steers you in that direction, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I love that. It's so solidifying to hear that I haven't chosen the wrong, there's no wrong path to choose, especially a lot of young kids nowadays. When I talk to them, I hear them say stuff like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm like, just do what feels right to you. And I'm
Find something that you enjoy.
Love. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Find something you enjoy.
Wow. Right. And my final question, if you were to win, this elected position, what is your next step? What are you working towards after that?
So my goal would be to continue to serve the community like I did before, right? And kind of continue on the good work that I was doing before. Department 5 is actually Judge Kearns' department. In my world, it will always be Judge Kearns' department because he was my mentor while I was with the court.
Okay.
And Yale Court is the specialty court that is housed in Department 5 right now.
Okay.
And I used to fill in for Yale Court when I worked with the court. So that specialty court is very special to me as well.
Yeah.
And it would just really be my honor to continue that on. And really to just be the best judge that I can be serving our community.
Yeah.
Keep continuing to take classes to help me be a better judge. To be the best judge that I can be and learn new things and be open-minded for new and better ways to serve the people of our community.
Yeah, and open to changes too, right?
Right.
Whatever you
Absolutely. And never stop learning.
Yeah.
Because that's how change is made.
Yes, that's very true. Do you want to go ahead and talk to our viewers and tell them, early voting, tell them to get out there and vote, give us some information of where they can reach you to as well.
Okay, so thanks for having me.
Yeah.
You can find out more information about me on my website. It's www.nordstromforjudge.com, and that's FOR, nordstromforjudge.com. My email is shannon@nordstromforjudge.com if anyone wants to reach out. My number is 702-982-3818. I get phone calls almost on a daily basis from people that I've met out in the community or who are doing research and have a question for me. So you're welcome to reach out to me that way, and I hope to earn your support for this election. Early voting ends Friday, June 7. Election Day is June 11. Thanks so much.
Awesome. And then, just to reiterate what you said earlier, we can go in person or we can mail our ballots. If you mail the ballots, just make sure it's in the in the mailbox
by June 11th.
By June 11th.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Do you have that's it? Any last words?
I don't know. Just I appreciate you having me on, and thank you for your support.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. I hope you all remember to please go out there and vote. Don't forget to, make a difference in this community.
That's right. Every vote counts.
Every vote counts. Even just one person can make a change. I really hope everyone remembers that. And we'll see you at the next event, right? There's another Filipino
Saturday.
I'll see you on Saturday. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. This is the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide. You can catch us live every Thursday at 6 p.m. on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. You can also watch us on Amazon Fire TV, listen to us on the PHLV radio app, or get our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. This is Sarah Mel signing off. Happy summer, and I'll see you next week. Bye!